I'm truly excited to be here today. It's an honor to talk about Centennial, all the great things that we've accomplished in the last 25 years, but also what we're looking ahead to the next 25 years. So as we celebrate Centennial's 25th anniversary, it's worth taking a moment to reflect on where we began.
What were you doing in 2001? Friends was the #1 TV show. The song of the year? Hanging by a Moment by Lifehouse.
And God bless America.
George W. Bush was inaugurated as our 43rd president. And of course, that was the year of 9/11. Closer to home,
Brian Greasy, Terrell Davis.
the Broncos opened up Invesco Field at Mile High.
Against the NFC champion.
The Avalanche won a historic Stanley Cup.
Joe Sagan immediately turns and hands it to Rayford, who lifts it up and over his head.
2001 was also the end of a hard-fought battle that signaled the beginning of a new city.
Just 14 miles south of Denver.
New York City was smaller, Chicago was smaller. There's no other city in the history of the United States that started out at 100,000 people from scratch.
Centennial, Colorado. Indications are at this point it'll become a reality.
We determined that we needed to form a city in order to stop the annexation of another city.
The idea of incorporating Centennial was met with strong support.
It was a landslide. People voted by a 2-to-1 margin for Centennial.
Since then, Centennial has continued to witness the times changing. But this is not a city that merely watches history. Centennial is making its mark on the future. Much like the generations of hockey players that the Avalanche inspired, a new generation of soccer players is emerging, thanks to the Denver Summit. We're making preparations to call Centennial home.
3, 2, 1, and liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon.
With several aerospace companies based in Centennial,
so many of our families are in the space industry and one way or another are touched by it in some way.
It's no surprise that a new generation of high school students
I decided to take aerospace classes.
Is learning the ways of flight.
I'm working on an autonomous rover project.
At 2 nearby career prep schools.
I would have been very lost during this phase of my life if I didn't have the comp sci and aerospace courses and epic stirring my passion
1, 2, and 3
for what I would love to do as a career in the future.
Perfect.
With all the changes that the years have brought, Centennial may be most proud of its great people. It's still a place where business thrives. And quality care is right around the corner. It's still a place where community is felt. And moments big and small are celebrated. And Centennial is still a place that over 100,000 residents call home.
Oh, I love it. It's very family-friendly, very inviting.
From grassroots beginnings to a city on the cutting edge of the future.
There's huge leaps being made in technology and what is possible.
Centennial is one of the best cities in the state for education.
Centennial has had much to celebrate over 25 years.
I think the safety of Centennial, comfort, and the community.
And its history is just beginning.
Back in 2000, residents came together with a bold idea. They wanted greater local control over their community. They wanted a stronger voice in how their tax dollars were spent and the services that they were provided. They believed that decisions about Centennial should be made right here in Centennial. From that vision, our city was born. Since then, I could list a gazillion things that we've accomplished over that time, but I'll spare you that today. Instead, I just want to highlight a few defining moments that helped shape Centennial and who we are today and what will continue to guide us as we look toward the next 25 years. From the very beginning, Centennial chose to operate differently. We adopted a lean government model built around strategic partnerships. Today, with fewer than 100 full-time employees, we can continue to deliver high-quality services through our innovative contract model, a model that has become an example for communities across the country. In 2008, Centennial reached another milestone. when voters approved becoming a home rule city. This gave our community the authority to make decisions locally for our residents. After all, who knows Centennial better than the people that live and work here? Becoming a home rule city was no small feat. 21 community members, several of them are in this room today, served on our Home Rule Charter Commission, dedicating countless hours to drafting the charter that continues to guide our city. And as many of you know, Centennial remains a strong voice in support of home rule municipalities, protecting the ability to govern locally to ensure our citizens have a say in decision-making will remain critical as we look ahead. Where we've been and where we're going starts with the strong foundation built by previous city councils, staff, and community leaders. Everything we do ties back to our mission, vision, and values. These principles aren't just words on paper. They guide our decisions, shape our priorities, and reflect a commitment to the residents and businesses that make Centennial such a special place. And one of the clearest examples of that commitment is our focus on economic vitality. Centennial's access to an educated workforce, strong infrastructure, and predictable policies creates an environment where businesses can succeed and grow. That brings me to one of the most exciting opportunities ahead, Midtown Centennial. Located along the I-25 corridor from Arapahoe Road to County Line, Midtown represents a unique opportunity to reimagine this important part of our city. Typically, development begins when a developer brings an idea to the city. If it fits, it moves forward. Midtown is different. Here, Centennial is taking the lead in creating a shared vision for what this district can become. Midtown Centennial is envisioned as a dynamic, mixed-use environment that integrates public and private spaces while transforming aging commercial areas into a vibrant urban center. Simply put, Midtown will help carry Centennial into the next 25 years. This vision includes creating an authentic identity, a place where residents and visitors gather, improving connectivity through walkable streets, trails, parks, and access to the Dry Creek Light Rail Station, promoting resilience through sustainable design that supports long-term economic vitality, and fostering vibrancy with spaces for living, working, shopping, and having fun. With pedestrian-friendly environments, multimodal transportation options, and welcoming public spaces, Midtown will reflect Centennial's innovative spirit and commitment to thoughtful design. Hi everyone, Centennial is a city built on possibility, a place where people, ideas, and opportunity come together. And now, 25 years later, an exciting new chapter is underway, Midtown in Centennial.
The city wants to move on from aging office buildings.
The idea is to redevelop 800 acres near the Dry Creek Light Rail Station and IKEA.
It's a vision about creating a place that works for people. From new parks and trails to housing and jobs near transit, the Midtown Plan is designed to strengthen connections and expand opportunities.
This is a unique opportunity for the city.
It will be a welcoming destination for residents, workers, and visitors alike. Midtown brings together everything that makes Centennial special: the outdoors, innovation, and the sense of belonging. And it shapes into a vibrant district designed for the future. The work has already begun. Together, we're shaping a stronger, more connected Centennial for not only today, but the next 25 years. Midtown stands at the heart of it all. As we think about connectivity, we're also exploring new ways to help residents and visitors move around Centennial more easily. In partnership with Denver South And Greenwood Village, Centennial is participating in a micromobility pilot program that brings e-scooters and other small-scale transportation options to our community. These tools offer flexible, convenient ways to make short trips, whether connecting to light rail, going to a small business, or just getting around without a car. Our focus remains on safety, accessibility, and ensuring these options complement our existing transportation network, while supporting a more connected community as we head toward the next 25. Of course, when we talk about the next 25, we have to talk about one of the most exciting projects happening in Centennial today. I need to get out my supporter scarf for this next section, right? Just get this on. Last year, our city had the honor of breaking ground for Colorado's first professional women's soccer team and the newest franchise in the National Women's Soccer League, the Denver Summit. In partnership with Cherry Creek School District, the team is building a state-of-the-art performance center and first stadium. The 20,000 square foot training facility, designed by world-renowned architecture firm Populous, will set a new standard in professional sports facilities. The complex will include 8 soccer fields and a 12,000 seat interim stadium. It's a holistic athlete-first design tailored specifically for female professional athletes. The Denver Summit's first stadium will host the team's inaugural 2026 and 2027 season before transitioning into a permanent athletic facility for Cherry Creek School District students. But if you want to stay longer, we're happy to have you. This investment in women's sports reflects something powerful about our community. It shows that Centennial believes in opportunity, in inclusion, and inspiring the next generation. As Centennial continues to grow, this project places our city at the center of a national movement, one that uplifts women, inspires young athletes, and strengthens community pride. Because as we all know, everyone watches women's sports. And it's exactly the kind of forward-thinking investment that defines the next 25. They actually told me I have to take the scarf off at this point. So when we talk about community gathering spaces, one place perfectly captures the spirit of Centennial, Centennial Center Park. As the city's first municipally owned park, it has become a destination for families and visitors across the region. Many of you have attended events there, from concerts and festivals to our beloved summer traditions. This year, we're especially excited to introduce a new event, Celebrate Centennial, honoring Centennial's 25th anniversary. This event will bring together residents, businesses, and community partners to celebrate everything that makes Centennial special. It's an opportunity to reflect on our shared story, where we began, and where we're headed as we look towards the next 25 years together. And this year, our celebration carries even greater meaning. Across the nation, communities are commemorating 250 years of America, and here in Colorado, we're marking 150 years of statehood. These milestones remind us that while our history spans centuries, what truly defines us is a sense of community we build together today. Moments like these bring people together. across neighborhoods, generations, and backgrounds to celebrate shared values, shared experiences, and a shared future. They strengthen civic pride and remind us that each of us plays a role in shaping the place we call home. Recently, we were reminded of the importance of civic pride when we watched Artemis II mission. We saw the moon's vibrant colors, we experienced moon joy, and we learned of a new crater named Carroll. Congratulations to NASA, United Launch Alliance, Lockheed Martin, and the many aerospace companies within and around Centennial for a successful mission. In Centennial, that spirit is alive and well, whether it's gathering at our parks, supporting local businesses, or just celebrating milestones like our 25th anniversary. We are building something meaningful together. And if that wasn't exciting enough, we're unveiling our newly redesigned splash pad that has an underwater sea theme. And if it's anything like we've seen in past summers, we know that there will be busloads of kids enjoying that splash pad all summer long. Now, whenever we ask residents about the services that they value most, the answer is consistent: public safety and infrastructure. We are incredibly fortunate to partner with the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office, whose dedication and community involvement makes Centennial one of the safest cities in Colorado. Their professionalism and commitment to service play a critical role in keeping our neighborhood safe, and we are grateful for their partnership. We take just as much pride in our public works program. The city is currently partnering with Douglas County and the city of Littleton to complete the widening of the County Line Road project between University and Broadway. This long-anticipated project will improve safety and mobility for drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians alike. We're also advancing safety improvements along Colorado Boulevard between Arapahoe Road and Dry Creek, and that is thanks to federal and state funding. Additional improvements are planned at the intersection of Havana and Easter, enhancing operations, improving safety, and adding some Centennial branding that reflects our community identity. Centennial has always taken a thoughtful and disciplined approach to financial management. We are proud to be a debt-free city, and we maintain one of the lowest sales tax rates in the metro area that hasn't been raised in over 2 decades. Rather than relying on debt, we save over time to fund major infrastructure projects. For example, the Arapahoe Road Bridge project took us nearly a decade to build the reserves in order to do that project. Because of this careful planning, we were well positioned to pursue federal infrastructure funding for several important projects. However, as many communities are experiencing, the financial landscape is shifting. Sales tax revenues are flattening, and reductions in state and federal grant funding are creating new challenges for infrastructure investment across Colorado. Centennial recently applied for a federal Safe Routes to School grant for improvements near Newton Middle School. Unfortunately, no community in Colorado received funding from that grant program this year. At the same time, proposed state budget cuts could eliminate more than $70 million in funding for bicycle and pedestrian safety projects. These changes come at a time when infrastructure needs across communities, including Centennial, continue to grow. As a result, we are taking a careful look at our long-term financial outlook. City Council is committed to engaging residents in meaningful conversations about how we ensure Centennial remains financially sustainable and future-ready for the next 25 years. So what's next? The groundwork has been laid, and we are proud of how far we've come as a city. But when I look ahead to the next 25 years, I see even greater opportunity. I see Centennial continuing to be a city of neighborhoods where residents feel connected, supported, and proud of where we live. I see continued investment in neighborhood grants, local improvements, and community activities that strengthen relationships between neighbors. And part of that future means continuing to strengthen connections within and across neighborhoods. That's why we're launching Centennial Table Talks, an initiative designed to bring residents and the city together for meaningful, small group conversations at the neighborhood level. These conversations will create space for residents to share ideas, voice concerns, and help shape solutions that reflect the unique character of their neighborhoods. Just as importantly, it helps us listen, ensuring we're building trust, improving communication, and making decisions that reflect the needs of their community. I see our community events continuing to grow, bringing people together to celebrate this place we call home. I see thoughtful redevelopment opportunities that breathe new life into aging retail areas and create vibrant places where people want to live, work, and gather. And I see Centennial continuing to make careful, responsible decisions about how we invest taxpayer dollars, prioritizing long-term needs, maintaining our infrastructure, and planning ahead so that we remain future ready. Centennial was built on the belief that communities thrive when residents have a voice and when leaders work together toward a shared vision. 25 years later, that vision is stronger than ever. We have so much to be proud of. And as we embark on Centennial's next 25 years, I'm excited about what lies ahead. Together with residents, businesses, partners, and community leaders, we will continue building one of the safest, strongest, and most vibrant cities in Colorado. I believe in us. Thank you for being part of Centennial's history, and here's to the next 25. Happy birthday, Centennial! Today we are celebrating 25 years of community connection and Centennial pride.
From our neighborhoods and our parks to our schools and small businesses, Centennial has grown into a place that we're proud to call home.
Over the past 25 years, our city has been shaped by the people who live, work, and serve here.
What makes Centennial special isn't just where we've been, it's how we show up for one another every day.
It's about neighbors helping neighbors, our community showing up, and a city that truly cares.
We honor the leaders, residents, and staff, past and present, who helped build Centennial into what it is today.
While we're proud of our history, we're just as excited about what's ahead.
The next chapter is full of possibility, progress, and promise.
Happy birthday, Centennial!